Kendrick Lamar has kicked off his grand national tour in Minnesota, marking a significant moment in hip-hop history, fueled by one of the most intense rivalries in recent memory. The feud between Kendrick and Drake has escalated beyond simple diss tracks and social media banter, evolving into real-world consequences, behind-the-scenes tactics, and some of the most serious sabotage attempts the industry has seen. Welcome to Celebrity Cookies, where the tea is always hot and the stories come with sprinkles of surprise. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment with your take on the story. In an unexpected twist, Drake tried to sabotage Kendrick's tour launch. Instead of just competing or making snarky comments, he actively sought to create hurdles for what is being celebrated as one of the most anticipated hip-hop tours in years. However, his plan backfired dramatically. Instead of hindering Kendrick, it only propelled him further. Ticket sales skyrocketed, fans showed unprecedented support, and Kendrick's movement gained even more momentum. This situation goes beyond a typical music rivalry. It's a struggle for dominance in the hip-hop world, playing out on concert stages and in legal battles. Drake has filed a lawsuit against Universal Music Group, their shared label, claiming they are favoring Kendrick and undermining his career. While Universal denies these allegations, insider reports suggest that Drake's team was actively trying to obstruct Kendrick at every chance, from interfering with promoters to subtle sabotage aimed at sponsors and venues. Meanwhile, Kendrick has brushed off the drama and continued with his tour, filling stadiums to capacity and proving that no amount of behind-the-scenes interference could stop him. The stakes are rising as Kendrick prepares to perform at the Rogers Centre in Toronto, Drake's hometown, a venue where Drake has never headlined. So what really transpired? How did Drake's attempts to derail Kendrick's tour fall apart? And what does this mean for the future of hip-hop? Let's delve deeper. The rivalry between these two major artists has been simmering for years. In 2013, Kendrick Lamar's verse on Big Sean's track Control caused a stir in the music world when he called out Drake and other top rappers. Drake brushed it off, claiming Kendrick was no real threat. But that was just the beginning. Fast forward to 2023, and the feud reignited. A J. Cole's song referencing both artists stirred things up again, and Kendrick released Not Like Us, which appeared to directly target Drake. The track became a huge success, both commercially and culturally, contributing to Kendrick's multiple Grammy wins, including one for Not Like Us. However, it also sparked a legal battle, with Drake suing Kendrick and Universal for defamation over the song's controversial lyrics. As the legal matters were developing, Kendrick's grand national tour was in full effect, setting new standards for hip-hop performances. His concerts became cultural phenomena, attracting tens of thousands of fans who enthusiastically sang along. This tour was a bold statement. Kendrick was asserting his dominance, and Drake's team felt the pressure. Drake's camp reportedly didn't sit idly by. Sources suggest they tried to interfere with sponsorships, media coverage, and even venue agreements for Kendrick's tour stops. Industry insiders noted that there were behind-the-scenes efforts aimed at undermining Kendrick and slowing his progress. While these attempts were noticeable, they also encountered considerable backlash. Take Toronto, for example, Drake's hometown where he sees himself as the king. Kendrick's tour was set for 2 nights at the Rogers Centre, the city's largest and most prestigious venue. It's a stage that every artist dreams of performing on, and despite his fame, Drake has never headlined there. He has performed at the smaller Scotiabank Arena, but the Rogers Centre remains a venue he has yet to conquer. This booking was more than just a concert, it symbolized a takeover. Kendrick wasn't just performing in Toronto, he was making a statement on Drake's home ground, which reportedly caused significant unease within Drake's camp. In the past, Drake has used his influence to sway situations. Remember when Schoolboy Q's Toronto show was suddenly cancelled? That happened at a smaller venue partly owned by Drake, leading many to suspect his involvement in the cancellation. However, the Rogers Centre is a different matter. It's a large stadium with a major corporate contract, making it nearly impossible to cancel on short notice. According to insiders, despite the intense pressure and rumored sabotage attempts, Kendrick's shows at the Rogers Centre are set to go on, sold out and poised to break records. This is the moment Drake's camp dreads the most, Kendrick stealing the spotlight right in front of his home crowd. Additionally, there's Baby Keem, Kendrick's cousin, and a rising star in his own right. In 2021, Keem was featured on Drake's song What's Next, but his verse was mysteriously omitted from the final cut. Initially, this seemed like a minor industry change, but given the current circumstances, it appears to be a strategic move in the ongoing rivalry. Drake has a history of collaborating with up-and-coming artists, but some believe that cutting Keem's verse was a deliberate slight aimed at PG Lang, Kendrick's production company, and an attempt to undermine Keem's growing career. The narrative surrounding this decision has shifted significantly as the feud escalates. However, the conflict has progressed beyond just music and tours. It has taken a darker turn. One person often brought up in discussions is Top 5, an associate of OVO known for his controversial and aggressive demeanor. In a recent live stream on DJ Academic's platform, Top 5 made alarming remarks about Kendrick's performances in Toronto, suggesting that Kendrick should be ready for trouble because things could get ugly. These comments were troubling, and both fans and industry insiders took them seriously. This was not just empty talk, it was a clear warning. DJ Academics, who hosted the live stream, did not challenge or condemn these statements, raising concerns about his involvement. Top 5 is not a minor figure in this context. Reports suggest that Drake himself has helped Top 5 with legal issues and provided behind-the-scenes support, directly linking his reckless threats to the OVO camp. The fact that such rhetoric is coming from someone connected to Drake has alarmed many in the hip-hop community. This conflict has clearly crossed a dangerous line. While hip-hop has always been about competition, lyrics, beats, and bravado, this situation is different. It involves power, control, and intimidation tactics that threaten the core of the culture. Kendrick Lamar's Grand National Tour is historic, selling out stadiums, breaking records, and redefining what a hip-hop tour can achieve. Instead of celebrating this success, some members of Drake's camp are engaging in a risky game that could have serious consequences for everyone involved. The irony? Drake's lawsuit claims he is the victim, alleging defamation and damage to his reputation. Meanwhile, his team is reportedly involved in covert sabotage and aggressive threats aimed at Kendrick and his associates. So what comes next? Kendrick is set to headline the Rogers Center, backed by a devoted fan base and a growing legacy. The OVO camp is in turmoil, but time is running short. The public is watching closely, and every move will be scrutinized. For Drake, this is a pivotal moment. He is facing a true competitor who is changing the game, dominating performances, and winning fans in ways he hasn't in years. For hip-hop, this feud serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder of how quickly rivalry can escalate into something dangerous. Yet, it also offers a chance for the culture to hold its icons accountable and demand better behavior. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this story.